Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander. And today we have another episode in our Spoiler Spotlight series in which I talk about, well, spoilers and tell you what my thoughts are on them. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me.
And today we're going to be talking about the new Surveil Land cycle from Murders at Karlov Manor. But before that, let me say a big congratulations to the winner of our giveaway, which is MSG1L1, with this comment that you can see right here. So MSG1L1, what I will need you to do is to message me at MTG Command Power on Instagram, and when you do, just leave a comment on this video so I can see that you've messaged me, and then we can arrange details from there. Anyway, moving back to the spoiler, we have Shadowy Backstreet. It's a land plane swamp, which says Shadowy Backstreet enters the battlefield tapped. When Shadowy Backstreet enters the battlefield, surveil 1. Look at the top card of your library, you may put it into your graveyard. And of course there's one for each color pair, so this is the Orzhov one, but you can find them in every other guild as well. Now let's get this out of the way straight away. These are really good. You might have looked at them in first glance and thought, ooh, a land that comes in tapped, but they are just so much better than that. And let's start off by the fact that they have basic land types. This means that they're fetchable by any land that fetches a specific land type, which is a very powerful effect to have, and puts them in the same category as Shocklands or the Triomes. Now they're obviously not quite as powerful as either of those for different reasons, because for one, they can never come in untapped, and they also can't cycle or add 3 different mana, but they still have a lot of upside compared to some other lands that see play right now. These are most similar, I think, to the Temples, in that they come in tapped and they're going to allow you a little bit of top of library manipulation, because the Temples do Scry and this does Surveil. Surveil in general is considered to be better than Scry, and I think that's definitely the case most of the time, and particularly if you have a deck that has ways to use that stuff in the graveyard, then this becomes a huge upside over the Temples. But then they have the aforementioned advantage over the Temples, which is that they are fetchable, which the Temples are not. Now the Temples are fine lands and all, they don't see much play in really high powered Commander, but in anything lower down the spectrum, they're fairly serviceable lands. The Scry one can often be very nice by helping you dig for an extra land drop or for something that you need, and coming in tapped, while definitely a downside, isn't really the end of the world. You can sometimes afford to slow down a little bit, or you can weave them in a turn where you didn't need that mana, so that often it doesn't really hurt you that much. So when you consider that these are close to a strict upgrade over the Temples, you start to see just how good they are. Now I'm not saying they're going to break Commander or anything like that, they're still tap lands, so all the usual problems apply with those, but these are probably going to be worth a little bit more than you might initially think, and they're actually going to be probably quite good in Standard as well, which should increase their price tag somewhat, because this set and the Lost Caverns of Ixalan before it had a lot of graveyard synergy, which means that getting to Surveil is actually a really big upside. So yeah, I'm very impressed with this land cycle, and I'm looking forward to picking them up for my decks. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think about this card? Please let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care.